I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jackie. Welcome to the Witching Hour. This is where we do a little witchy quickie convo and have a little sip. So that's what we're going to do.
Little sip. That's cute.
Thanks.
I like that.
I love this bottle.
Yeah,
I love
beautiful.
this. It's like even this top is glass, which is super cool.
That's pretty.
I know. I like it.
It's like a perfume bottle.
I know. It really looks like a perfume bottle. I think there's like a rose kind of stamped in the bottom of it.
cute.
And so it kind of like you can see through it, you know?
Cute.
But yeah, it's a rosé. Let's have a little pour. I think it's funny that we're drinking a rosé because it is like dead of winter, pouring rain outside.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can whatever anytime, but I feel like rosé is such a like
It's like a
summer
summer wine.
beverage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
is.
But
It'll make us think of warmer days.
let's cheers, darling.
Cheers. It's nice.
Ooh, it tastes pink.
It does taste pink. It does, and it does taste like summer, like warmer days.
It does taste like
Or
summer.
spring or summer.
Yeah, it's kind of a citrusy kind of thing to it. It doesn't really have a description on here. Yeah.
Stands on its own.
I know. Can we start using like really cheesy like wine language?
We can.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of it means.
And like lays on your palate in a very gentle way.
Soft floral bouquet.
Yes.
Opens.
Holds up to the bolder flavors of Italian cuisine. I don't know.
Yeah, they always say like what you should pair it with. And it's like all these things I would never make. I'm like, okay.
I know. I feel like there's probably a lot of truth to a lot of it, and I don't know everything about it, but I'm also like, drink what you want, eat what you want.
That's right.
That's what I say.
Whatever you like.
I know. So today,
Yeah.
we are going to talk about rain
magic.
Because
Yes.
it's pouring rain. It's
Pouring
been
rain.
pouring rain. It's
Yes.
supposed to pour rain a lot longer the
Yeah.
next day or two.
Which is very unusual for us.
Yes.
It may not be unusual for you who's listening or watching this, but it is unusual for us, especially this kind of time of year. I feel like we're sort of past a lot of that rain by late February.
Yes, no, I agree. And it's been a rainy year
Has.
this year in general.
Everything is so green.
Everything is so green. You can really see how nice it is when things get enough water.
It's crazy. Like, if anybody lives in California or has ever been to California, it's very brown. And, like, when you're kind of, if you're arriving by plane and you're descending, you just see it's just brown.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, like, even when we were driving out to the desert, just to see everything so green.
Yes, I know. I think there's going to be some like really big super bloom situations this year.
I love that.
Which, so I mean, just everything we're already speaking of, like, is a result of rain magic. Because
That's true.
in the like non-witchcraft way,
Sure.
rain is magic.
It
It is water falling from the sky. And it makes everything grow, and
Yeah.
it makes it green, it makes it beautiful.
Yeah.
And I just think about, like, you know, whenever, you know, eons, millennia ago, like the early humans, like, kind of trying to understand all of this, and, like, how magical it must have seemed.
I know.
That-
Like, where's this coming from?
Yes. And then it was like things would start growing out of the ground, like, just so, it's like a miracle all the
It
time.
really is. That's why there's so much around, like, you know, making rain happen and praying for good seasons of rain.
And then like the Native American cultures, like the rain dances and stuff, because when it wouldn't rain, like in these western, you know, kind of central parts of the U.S. and everything, it was like they needed that rain.
It was
you know?
devastating.
Yes, exactly. People would starve and different
totally.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, so rain, probably also because we don't get it as much as other people do, we Californians like react very distinctly to rain.
Poorly, let's say poorly.
Yes, very, very, very poorly. Don't know how to drive in it. Freak out.
People
Like,
cancel all kinds of things
all
because
kinds
it's
of
raining.
things. It's bananas.
Even just like if we were getting, like, not us, but if we
Yeah.
were going to go to dinner and be like, oh, but it's raining, so I don't want to go anymore.
yeah. Kids won't come to school.
Yes, kids will miss school simply
It's
because
raining.
it's raining. I mean, sometimes there's flooding, and there really is in different
true.
places. But no, it's just like, it's raining, stay home.
I know. I mean, we literally feel like we're going to melt outside if it's raining. So.
Well, we are witches. Maybe we will.
Maybe we will. That's a good point.
I know.
That's great.
So how can we use rain or rainwater in a witchy practice?
There's all kinds of different ways. One of the things that I like to do is collect the rain in a vessel, any kind of vessel you want, a jar, I hate to say vessel, it sounds so fancy.
Ooh.
They're like, where do I get this vessel?
It's a bowl, a jar.
a jar, whatever you want.
Whatever you have.
An empty baby food container, whatever. put it outside, collect the rain, and then you can have it on your altar if you want to represent like the water element on your altar. Even just to like have it there to represent that. You don't have to do anything with it. You can just like have it there. That's something that I think is really nice to do.
Absolutely. Another idea that I have is you can either collect rainwater or if you have crystals that are okay to get wet, you can either collect rainwater and you can clean them as a way to charge them in the rainwater, or you can put them out in the rain to get washed and cleansed and cleared in the rainwater.
That's like probably the most beautiful way to actually do that. I love that.
I know. And I feel like we don't have an opportunity to do that a lot because it tends to be so dry in California.
It's true. And I read something, I wish I could remember where I read this because I'd love to credit whoever came up with this, but I can't remember. But I read something about certain types of rain and how you can kind of pull in the energy of that if you are like doing that, right? Like cleansing your crystals or collecting the rain in a vessel. If it's like a soft kind of summer storm, then like pulling in kind of like the sexy, like soft energy of that. Or if it's like a really angry, heavy thunder winter storm, it's like pulling in like the power and the intensity, the fear.
Yes,
you know,
if that's
like,
what I know.
Yeah,
right?
and maybe like harnessing that and then like using it to do something with. And I think maybe that would be good for what's going on.
100%. And I almost feel like, gosh, if you live somewhere where it actually rained a lot more often, like you could have like different jars labeled for like different types of storms, like that you had collected.
That's cool.
That would be so powerful. You could use that in so many like spells or rituals. That would be really cool. Because that's another thing too. If you collect rainwater, you can put it on your altar, like you said, and use it in a spell just as a general water element, or you can actually use the water in a spell. Like
you could actually use the water. Yes. Yeah. Or in your bath, I guess you could do that.
Oh, I've done that before with moon water, not with rainwater. Moon water is just water that you put out in a jar or something under the new moon or the full moon or whatever, and then it kind of,
charges it.
Yeah. And I've poured that in a bath before.
Yeah. I think you could do the same with rainwater, though I don't think you'd want to use a whole lot of it.
Yeah, I guess so, because, you never know if it is technically clean for, like, your body and things like that.
Definitely don't consume it. But I think you could put it in bath water. That would be pretty interesting.
Or even if it was just a shower and you just poured it, in the kind of with that water. So,
Yeah, so many things you can do.
I know.
It's
with
lovely.
Rainwater.
Yes.
And rain.
I'm going to pick one.
I'm going to pick one too. I think I really like the crystals cleansing idea. And also just when it's raining, it's time to meditate, cozy up if you can, cancel those dinner plans. And
you be a Californian and be like, it's raining, can't
not
do
going
anything.
out. Just going to stay in bed.
Because we accept that as an excuse here, so.
Absolutely. It is a very witchy thing to do.
Yes,
Follow
we
your heart.
sanction it. We sanction it for you.
Definitely.
Wonderful.
Cheers.
Cheers.